I'm doing. You can film me however you want. I'm just telling you, you are filming literally credit cards and everything. I pass a course every 6 months, okay?
But you didn't pass this one.
I pass a course every 6 months, okay?
But you didn't pass this one. You didn't pass the constitutional course.
I didn't pass, okay.
Threaten me? I'm gonna identify it only because you threatened me with arrest. You made a threat.
A threat because if you do not do something which you are legally required to do,
Unless I've broken a law,
you have committed a city ordinance violation.
a city ordinance isn't violating a crime.
Welcome back to ID Refusal. Today, we are taking you straight to the front lines in Leesburg and Port Orange, Florida. These officers went way too far when they demanded ID under the strict threat of arrest. Will these citizens cave to the intimidation, or will they hold their constitutional ground? Huge shout out to the original creators like Auditing America. Make sure to check their links in the description, subscribe, and tell them ID Refusal 11 sent you, because we stand together for civil rights. You are definitely going to learn something and have very strong opinions about this video.
You cannot take pictures inside.
Yes, you can. I've already verified.
You cannot take pictures. I cannot be in any of your pictures.
I'm sorry. Would
You
you?
can take picture of the post office. You cannot take picture of customers inside.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I've already verified.
Why can't you just do what she tells you?
Verified by.
And you also supposed
By.
to have.
I'm sorry.
Verified by.
By the postmaster,
What postmaster, sir?
the United States Post Office postmaster.
I'm sorry, sir.
You'd have to have a name, I guess.
It's on the rules. All you have to do is look at the rules.
You can get it in writing.
It is in writing. It
Where?
should be somewhere around here.
Oh,
Let's-
they didn't give it to you in writing that
They should have it around here, everywhere. Oh, it's right here. Rules and regulations. No. Hold on, ma'am. The rules are right here. Photographs.
Just don't photograph her. Photograph everybody.
I'm not trying. No, I'm not trying to film you guys. I'm trying to work on a story about the post office. So I've already verified the rules. She's wrong.
I
It's.
think you need something in writing.
It is. It's right there, ma'am.
There's an 800 number, get public relations to send you a letter because you're not gonna.
No, you're not gonna change your mind.
Yeah, I understand that, but the rules is right here, and I came from far away to do this video. So if she needs to call her supervisor, I guess.
Not customers inside, they have personal information. That's the reason why. Also, we have credit cards transferring all the time.
Ma'am.
That's the reason why.
Ma'am.
I don't have any supervisor with me
We
right
have
now,
the
so
right to be here.
You have the right to be here, yes, and you have the right to take pictures, but I have personal information here that you cannot take picture for.
Ma'am, it's your job to keep that in private. I'm not trying to do.
She's saying this customers.
Once the customers leave, you can take pictures.
There's customers here every day, all day long.
Why be an asshole?
Well, you
dude?
can wait.
You're being rude.
No, we're not, we're trying to help you.
No, he just called me the A word.
Yeah, well, you are.
We're just trying.
Why? I'm just at work. I'm working on a story.
Ignore that. Ignore. It's not helping you.
You look very good. I like your style, ma'am.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
No. Listen, I'm here in peace.
So
I came from.
If you would, I'm trying to help with problem solution.
Yes.
Problem solutions because there's people here. She's objecting. If you waited a while, like in your car, read something, and when you see there's no people, then come in. It's a different issue at that point.
I understand what you're saying, ma'am, and that would be like the best thing to do for your preference right now. But I came from a long way to peacefully work on a little story about this post office. The rules are on the wall. They say that I have more.
But she's citing the rules
I'm more
about
than-
customer privacy.
I'm not violating anyone's privacy.
Well, that's what she's saying. So
Ma'am, why would you say that?
I'm having a
I'm
problem.
not saying you cannot take pictures. I'm saying you cannot take pictures with customers inside or me because I have personal information from customers
That's-
with credit
that-
cards
that's-
as well. You cannot do
that's
that.
not how that
And
works.
that's part, and I know you are recording right now, and
I am.
that's why I'm explaining you. You can go to the main office where the supervisors are and the postmaster as well.
Ma'am.
I don't have anybody here to back me up, so I'm trying to cover myself as well.
Do you know about the First
Thank
Amendment?
you. Sir, I'm just telling you. I know about my First Amendment.
If I would-
I'm a citizen and I am a veteran of this place.
Okay, so it's freedom of the press.
That's all I'm saying. You can have the door the door is there for you.
It's freedom. The door is there for
How
me.
you doing?
The door is there for me.
I'm not gonna argue with you, sir.
You are. You've been
How about you
arguing.
leave, dude?
No, you leave.
You're not
You're an
respecting-
idiot.
I've done. No, you are. I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I've done nothing wrong.
You're not listening to
He
her.
fails to recognize what she said, that
Why doesn't she just
you're
look at the
upsetting
rules? They're on the
customer's
wall.
privacy. Is
But I'm not trying to get your information, ma'am, or anyone's information.
Don't argue with him. I'm calling the police.
Okay, good, good. You're gonna do the walk of shame.
No, you are.
She is. I'm not doing it. I came from a long way to work on a story
No one
about this
cares
post.
about that.
Well, actually, 172,000 subscribers in my channel do care about what I'm doing. Thank you very much. I have millions of views. I have millions of views. I'm not just an idiot with a backwards hat. Well, actually, a lot of people do. A lot of people
They
do.
got more time to waste than I do.
Yes, it says it right here. This is the lobby, ma'am.
Are you sure this
Yes.
isn't the
That's the
lobby?
lobby.
This is
the
the lobby. I've already I've done this. I've done this 100 times. Okay,
You just want
more
to
than
argue
100.
with.
No, you're the one that wants to argue. You're the one that's calling me names. I've done nothing wrong.
You being obnoxious.
And see what they say.
Oh, I'll wait for them. I'll wait for them.
That it would just be easier.
I'll wait for them.
Yeah.
If I want him to what? To be removed, yes.
Oh, you want me to be removed? You're gonna be removed. You're gonna be removed.
Yes.
No one's removing me.
Anything that's owned by the public, you have zero reason to suspect that you have any right to privacy. If you're in a private residence, something that's owned, a Walmart, a sub shop, a McDonald's, anything that's owned privately, they can say what they can and can't allow on their private property.
And
Okay?
usually that's posted with a sign.
Well, it's their private property. They can make the rules as they see fit.
Whatever
Just
rules
like-
they want.
Just like at my house on my property, I can tell you what you can and can't do
That's
there.
right.
You can't say anything because it's my personal private
But
property.
if you don't have a sign and they do it because you haven't been there to say differently, then that's okay too?
Well, every rule isn't posted on a sign.
That's what I'm saying. It probably could be posted on the sign.
It could, and maybe it should. But what I'm saying is he's in a public facility. Okay, as long as he's not in the way of them doing business, he has the right to stand there and take a picture. Okay, is it right? That's a question of your morals.
So
Okay.
what about post office? Is that public?
Yes, this is
It's
owned
not,
by the
but
public.
It's government.
Right, but we this is the government.
The
of
post
people,
office
people, by the people,
funds
correct?
itself. The post office funds itself through the sales of stamps and stuff like that. But they are still a federal facility.
So anything owned by
But if
the
they're
federal
federal-
government, the state government, or the county government is still owned. It's still public property. It's still owned by the
Still
people.
public.
It's owned by the people. Our government is of the people, for the people, by the people. Meaning the people are the
You know
one who's
this
in
guy?
charge of it.
He
Okay?
should be a police officer.
So
He's very good.
So if he's in the way,
Is he
then yes, that's a
military?
problem. If he's not
No?
in the way, ignore him.
I'm so
Let him
used to
do his
signs.
thing.
This guy's
For my
amazing.
mentality, but maybe
No,
that's
you're fine.
wrong. My mentality.
You know, thousands
is
of people are gonna
someone
love him.
mentions it,
Yes, yes.
then you're required,
Yes.
I thought, if you're a
He's
business,
he's
post a sign.
doing a great job explaining to her.
Well, this isn't a business. This is public property. This is owned by. I don't know whether a post office. I guess it's
Also,
federal
I don't
property.
know if it's union. I'm wondering if it's union. If these people are union.
I don't know that really. I mean, whether they're in a union, you know.
Well, there's no such thing as a complaint form.
Sure,
I've
you can.
made
You
the
can.
main office. I've called the big 800 number. They do not have a complaint form that you can fill out and attach to an employee's file.
This guy's a true patriot.
You mean a complaint against an employee
Yeah.
Although he's wearing a Cowboys hat, but he's a true patriot.
for just the post office or for.
U.S. Post Office,
Okay.
USPS.
I mean, I don't know that. I've not done my research on whether
So
you
I'm
can
thinking
file a
maybe
complaint
it's
against.
union. Because if it was technically government, I would think that they would have that.
I mean, that may be, but that's not what we're dealing with right here. He's a member of the public. If he pays taxes, that's his business or not. It's a public facility. He's allowed to be in there. He's allowed.
Public.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
don't think of it as that, but I guess it is.
And I mean, everyone's entitled to be right and everyone's entitled to be wrong. Everyone's opinion isn't correct, you know. But things that are owned by the United States government, whether it be state, federal, city, it doesn't matter. It's public property. Now, there are areas that are restricted, like if you go on a government military base, you can't just walk onto a military base, obviously. But a post office, this post office is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I have a post office box in there. I can come here at 2 o'clock. I can come here at 2 o'clock in the morning and walk in there and access my post office box.
What my plan of action is, because I'm not happy, is I have to wait till my boss runs out and then transfer health care. Because that's my point of that's my point of the complaint form, because that would give them some kind of reference to see, hey, what's going on here?
Right. Well, all that's beside what he's trying to do. What he's trying to
Well,
do.
this is part of it.
Well, he's within his legal right to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and you may not like it.
You see?
You may not like it.
I
but
see
as
why
long
you
as he's
married
not
this guy.
interfering with
I
what
see
they're
why
trying
you
to do,
married this guy.
Just ignore him. Let him take his pictures. He'll
Yes.
eventually leave.
Yes.
I mean, if his goal is to get a rise out of
This
people,
guy's a
then he's
true
done it.
patriot,
But if
even
not,
though he's wearing a Cowboys hat.
Hey, don't diss our team.
How you doing, officer?
Good at you?
Doing great. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Sure. Officer Navarro, tag 24.
Officer, we're having a misunderstanding right here with the employee. I don't know if you're aware of First Amendment audits. They just failed. They're wasting resources by calling you over here right now. She wasn't willing to take a look at the pictures. She just doesn't, at the rules regarding pictures.
Yeah.
She went straight to call the police. Could you please inform her this is a public place? We have the right to video record as long as we're not bothering or impeding the business.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Good.
The guy brought, he's actually the person.
Yeah, I know.
And I understand that he has the right to take pictures inside, but I have customers here doing credit cards information.
Sure.
And those are privacy.
Yep.
They cannot do that. And I told him, I explained him the whole information. I have private information all over this place.
Yeah.
They cannot just come and do that. What he's doing right now is not supposed to be like that. He has the right to take pictures, but not the way he's doing it.
Okay. I mean, I can't. He's allowed to be here. I can't tell him.
Or not doing the videos like that.
Okay. I'll let him know about the
Yes,
privacy part.
yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Notice how the officer deliberately distances himself from the employee's demands. The Fourth Amendment dictates that a seizure only occurs when an officer, by means of physical force or show of authority, restrains the liberty of a citizen. Since the auditor is legally filming in a public lobby, the officer lacks specific and articulable facts to warrant any intrusion. Without a valid reason to initiate a Terry stop, the officer possesses absolutely no authority to demand identification or make an arrest.
You can record. It's your job. You are. You've been arguing since we got... Look, ma'am, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you,
I already told my supervisor.
but anything that you consider private, you have to. It's your job to keep that in private. Some people just don't get it, sir.
You're actually filming everybody information. That's exactly what you're doing.
No.
I'm covering my customers' privacy. That's exactly what I'm doing, my job.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. You can film me however you want. I'm just telling you, you are filming literally credit cards and everything. I pass a course every 6 months, okay?
But you didn't pass this one.
I pass a course every 6 months, okay?
But you didn't pass this one. You didn't pass the constitutional course.
I didn't pass because I'm covering my customers, not you.
Well, I'm your customer too.
Not today.
Anything liquid, fracture, partial, potential hazard.
What do you think about this lady right here? Doesn't care about her rights, sir.
My opinion doesn't matter right now.
You swore to protect them, right?
Sure. But
Um,
my opinion doesn't matter right now.
it does because you're the one enforcing the law. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
You're allowed to be here, so I'll let her know.
Take a watch or something?
That's it.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.
But you still need to answer yes.
Now, also,
Give me 1 second, honey, because I
Sure,
really
go
don't
ahead.
feel comfortable with this, and I'm tired already.
Who are you calling? Joe Biden now? You just called the police and they left. What do you?
Insurance fund.
Share
What's your channel?
Auditing America, sir. You're a true patriot, okay? A lot of our viewers are gonna love you. You should. You ever thought about becoming a police officer? We need good cops.
Auditing America, is that what you said?
Auditing America, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, dude. Take care, man.
If you thought that postal worker needed a constitutional refresher, brace yourself. Up next, Port Orange police threaten a citizen with arrest for refusing ID over a mere city ordinance. Under Terry v. Ohio, a lawful stop requires reasonable suspicion of a crime, not a code violation. Let's break down this unlawful intimidation tactic. Drop an 11 in the comments if this officer's illegal threat boils your blood. Your engagement triggers the algorithm to educate and protect more citizens.
Threaten me? I'm going to identify only because you threatened me with arrest. You made a threat.
That's right, because if you do not do something which you are legally required to do,
Unless I've broken a law,
have committed a city ordinance violation.
a city ordinance isn't violating a crime. It's not a crime.
You're correct.
It is not a crime. Under the state of Florida, I am required to ID if I have committed a crime.
The officer attempts to justify a forced ID by threatening arrest over a local city ordinance. However, a police officer is only entitled to conduct a limited search or seizure if they observe unusual conduct, leading them to reasonably conclude that criminal activity may be afoot. A city ordinance violation is an administrative matter, not a constitutional justification for a detainment. By threatening an arrest without probable cause of a crime, the officer is directly bypassing the strict requirement of specific justification to intrude upon personal security.
City ordinance or county ordinance.
No, it's not the way the law reads.
Okay, I'm glad you know.
Now, because you're being polite, I will ID to you.
I appreciate that.
You making threats,
well,
that you got the wrong guy for that, because we will take up the difference.
You gotta understand, he's not making threats. He's just telling you that if you do not do something,
that was a threat.
Exactly.
That was an outright threat.
It is a consequence of your actions if you don't identify yourself. Okay.
And me and the mayor will be having a word before the day's out.
Absolutely.
Because there is nothing that says you cannot park down here and enjoy your time off the road. This is what this is for.
For parking, okay? Parking. It's for using your vehicle for human occupancy.
And the mayor is very supportive of us enforcing the city ordinance violations that he put into effect.
Whiskey.
Well, seeing how you just got done threatening me, now you violated my Fourth Amendment, so there are going to be repercussions for this.
Yeah, sir. I don't think your basis as far as
Oh, you can think all you want. What the law says is different.
Okay. Like I said, you've committed a city ordinance violation.
A violation is not committing a crime.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way, and I urge you to do some research.
At any time,
sir, listen,
I know that law better than you do.
I would urge you to do some research after you're done, so that way you can understand.
All right. Well, we're gonna start naming badge numbers. Naming badge numbers.
My last name is Real, and my badge number is PO 4840.
Thank you for being professional. You,
Sergeant Malky, 4318.
Good. Thank you.
I copy. What was about the C-Stag?
C-Stag on the truck.
Okay. Are you the registered owner as well?
Huh?
Are you the registered owner?
No, my nephew owns this truck.
Okay. 12 Delta 15 Central.
I'm in the process of buying it from him.
Of the truck that we just rented. Got it.
And that's what has me waiting.
Get it back in just a second.
Okay. Excellent.
So you know.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Phone call I was on was with the insurance company trying to get an insurance quote on this thing. But I sit out here, this is my time off.
Yeah. Like I said, based on our observations, this vehicle's been here the last several days. The AC unit's hooked up to the side of it. It's clear that it's being used as human occupancy, which is a violation.
No, this doesn't have AC in it, and I have
violation of the city ordinance. So that's why we're out here contacting you this morning. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're parked here in this spot. It's the fact that you're committing a violation of the city ordinance, which says you cannot use your vehicle as human occupancy.
Well, like I said, it's not. This is my
They put no parking signs
time
up here in this park. So that's the basis for the contact this morning.
Look, I don't have a problem with the contact. What I had a problem with was a threat.
It wasn't a threat. It was
that was an outright
you failed
threat.
To identify yourself again. We're not going to sit here and play games all morning.
Who failed to identify?
Your vehicle, and you'll be arrested for resisting.
Who failed to identify? You have my driver's license. Who failed to identify?
I do now, correct. So after I had to ask multiple times.
Well, the bottom line is I have constitutional rights. That is a violation of my Fourth Amendment right. So you want to play this game, we'll have attorneys in it, and I will have an attorney.
The confrontation escalates drastically when the officer weaponizes the charge of resisting to force compliance. The Supreme Court has clearly established that an officer may not arrest a suspect for failure to identify himself if the request for identification is not reasonably related to the circumstances justifying the initial stop.
Contacting, and I will file a civil lawsuit against Port Orange, and they got the right one. As a driver, I have the means as a commercial driver. I'm the one that runs FEMA in here at every storm. And if you don't remember from the last hurricane, when my truck was over there and the truckload of damn water I brought in, and the people I was carting out for them from over at the trailer park because nobody else could get through there except my damn truck. Yeah, it's convenient that you all don't remember. Like I said, I don't have a problem when people are polite and respectful, but when you start out with a threat like that, you just took it to a totally different level. Now my level of cooperation is not going to be what it was.
So you're going to cooperate with us. You can tell you will.
I'm gonna.
You are. You will cooperate with us. Yes, you will.
Well,
as required by law, you will cooperate.
Okay.
If you don't, there are consequences.
Well, there's going to be consequences for you for your actions, and you're supposed to be a sergeant, and you don't know the law.
Okay.
But you're going to get educated before this week's out. Okay. I promise you.
Excellent. So since I am a public servant and I'm standing here contacting you, is there anything else I can do or answer for you today?
No.
Okay, excellent. So we're just waiting for Officer Real to finish conducting his investigation. I get to stand with you until he's done, and we'll go from there.
Well, like I said, I don't have a problem with it, but there's a big difference between making threats to somebody, which is exactly what you did. You know it, and I know it, and the video knows it.
There's a consequence to your actions.
No, that's not a consequence. That was a threat because you don't have the legal right to identify me unless I am on a traffic stop. I have to commit a crime. A city ordinance violation, as you're claiming, mind you, is not a crime. So therefore...
You spit on me again?
I'm not spitting.
Yes, you are.
I'm speaking.
Okay, so then you need to calm down a little bit.
You're within 6 foot of me. I'm sorry. This is the way I am.
You need to quit spitting when you talk to me.
I'm not spitting on you. I can make the same claim when you're talking to me.
Except for there's no spit flying out of my mouth.
There ain't no spit flying out of my mouth. So is there any other false accusations that you want to make? Is your video cam on?
Sure is. Video
okay.
And audio.
I'm just making sure because I will FOIA that for the consequences that you're going to have.
Excellent.
He's been perfectly polite and respectful.
Excellent.
And I have no problem with him.
For the arrest, or it's under citation. For the subject work is under citation.
These under ordinance.
So I can put you.
No, you do it under a arrest. You do it under an arrest.
Do an arrest and then do it under. Yep.
You're doing a what? Now, you mind explaining that one to me?
What's that?
What that just was?
I told you, as soon as you get to stand with me until he's done with his investigation. As soon as he's done, then he'll tell you what's going to happen today. So.
Well, I'm going to be going to the mayor's office as soon as I leave here.
Excellent. I hope he's in the office today so you can contact him. Hey, Tony. Real is? Okay, yeah, he had some questions about the ordinance that we were working on yesterday. So, all right, thanks.
Whether facing arbitrary policies in a postal lobby or baseless threats of arrest over a city ordinance, These encounters prove that police intimidation shatters the moment you assert your constitutional boundaries. Drop an 11 in the comments if you are absolutely unsatisfied with how these officers handled the situation. Your engagement forces the algorithm to push this video, arming thousands of other citizens with the exact legal knowledge they need to defend themselves. If you have ever been unlawfully commanded to surrender your ID, share your story below. Subscribe and stand with us so you are never caught off guard or bullied into submission again. This is ID Refusal 11, where civil rights are your most powerful weapon. Remember, in this country, freedom isn't something you ask for, it is something you exercise.